I've avoided talking about this issue for a very, very long time because sometimes when you talk about an issue, it can become a bigger issue. But this is getting very, very out of hand and I need to address it right now. If for some reason you know or have found out or done research on where me and my little brother live, do not come here because you are not invited. Don't drive here, don't walk here, don't drive by and scream Sister James out the window, don't get out of your car with the James Charles palette and ask me to sign it or take a picture with you or send a video to your friend because I absolutely will not. In fact, if you are ringing my doorbell 8 times every 3 minutes and hiding behind my garbage cans, I will call the police because that is literally harassment. This is my private property and this is my place of work and it is so incredibly rude and it just makes me feel very, very unsafe and uncomfortable. And now my neighbors are starting to get annoyed as well, which is completely unfair. I will never understand the mentality behind thinking that this is generally okay. And what I really don't fucking get is the parents who know that their kids are doing this, or even worse, driving them here because they're too young to actually drive themselves. It blows my mind. Okay, people deserve their privacy. This is my home. If I see you in public, I would love to give you a hug. I would love to take a selfie with you. I would love to thank you for your support to me. I would love to sign your palette if you happen to have it, or your sister's apparel hoodie, or send a video to your friend, but not on my front porch. Please leave me in peace. Please leave my family in peace and respect people's privacy. It is really not that hard. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad
please,
you feel like that way.
Please do not show up to my house. There's been a lot of people that show up to my house. So don't come to any of our houses because it's like really f***ing scary.
Yeah.
And for some reason, people like coming to my house at like 1 in the morning and it's just so not cool. It's so not cool.
No.
And everyone starts off the sentence by going, I'm sorry, I know I'm not supposed to be here. Well then don't be here.
Yeah.
It's just, it's weird. Like I can't be nice to you when you're at my door.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like I won't be like, oh, what's up? Like I can't take a picture. I can't do any of that. Like when you see me in public, I'll talk to you. Like that's great. I love it. But please do not come to my door.
Yeah,
It's just,
no, but there really is, like, there's a time and a place for it, and that's
It terrifies me.
That is not a good time.
you know how scary that is?
My name is PEWDIEPIE, and this is a really tough video. Just don't come to my house, please. Are we done? Are we done? That was it? I think this video will be some sort of public service announcement where I speak for many, if not all, YouTubers. Also saying what should be obvious. So really, I don't know what's the point. Since I started doing YouTube, I've lived in 6. It's gonna go 7 or 6, and then it went 6. That's pretty funny. I lived in 6 different locations, and I've had fans coming up to each and every single one of them. And here's the big surprise. It's fucking weird. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. It's so weird. It's just stop. Picture it like this. I don't know who you are, but I know that you found my address online and thought, hey, I'm gonna invite myself over. From my perspective, that's just insane. I've even had parents coming over with their kids. I've had people yell outside my house. I had school classes come outside. Just because you found my address doesn't mean you found an invitation for you to come over. This should be obvious. And I know a lot of people will say, well, you're a YouTuber, you signed up for this life, now you gotta deal with it. And it's like, no, fuck no, okay? Just because I have an audience doesn't mean I have to be okay with bad behavior. That's so stupid. And I also know that videos like these tend to make people think, well, he really doesn't care about his fans, does it? So don't get me wrong. I love meeting you, bros. 99% of the time, it's an amazing experience, and it makes me understand that what I do here every single day in front of the computer has real impact, and that's something I never want taken away. But if you do come to my house, I will not greet you and I will not take a picture with you, and if you came from really far away, well, I'm sorry, you shouldn't have done that. This is about my privacy, and I think if you bros were in the same situation, you would want the same thing for yourself.
And I actually need to talk to you guys about something which I don't really want to talk about, but I feel like it needs to be said. Now, the topic is people coming to my house, like fans or people that watch the videos. Now, honestly, this is not something I wanted to ever talk about because I see a lot of other YouTubers talk about this topic and I always find it so like douchey. But I understand where they're coming from because I'm going through the same problem, so I feel like I just judged them way too quickly. I'm gonna try and say this in like the nicest way possible because as I said, I don't want to make this video sound douchey or anything. But please, please, please guys, if you want to meet me, just do not come to my house. I mean, if I'm out in public, I love you guys. I'm more than happy to take 1 billion selfies, okay? But please guys, do not come to my house. And the reason I'm saying this, guys, honestly, it's created like a lot of issues, and a couple of incidents have actually happened where people are trying to climb our wall. And I don't know if they're fans or they're not fans, but regardless, I feel like you don't climb anybody's wall. Like, I understand you guys might be trying to see me, but how would you feel if somebody was climbing into your garden, like breaking into your house? Like, it just does not make any sense, guys. So because of that, I'm gonna say, please, if you're watching this, any of you, I know 99% of you have not come to my house, okay? But for the 1% that might be coming or trying to come, just don't.
Now, this is it. Don't fucking come to my house anymore. You guys have literally pissed me off. You've ruined your privileges. Some of you were good. You rang the doorbell once and then you left if there was no answer. Some of you were actually waiting there for hours on end for me to come out. Like, no, okay? Look, I appreciate that you're coming to my house and, you know, you want to take a selfie and all that, but literally, it's come to the point where no more, okay? Don't stop coming to my fucking house. Stop it. It's pissing me off. Legit. I don't want this anymore. Stop coming to my house. If I'm outside doing whatever, feel free to come to see me. But when it's my own private property, don't come to my house. You guys have literally lost that privilege now. If any of you keep coming to my house, repeatedly ringing my doorbell, I will call the police on you. Alright? This is no more. Because I'm 100% serious now. This is pissing me off. Like, literally in the past week, I had so many people come to my house, ringing the doorbell repeatedly. Ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. So literally, some of you just sitting outside my door for hours, waiting for me to come out. It's not, come on. We've actually had to fit in blinds in our window, because literally, if we're with our window, you could just see if we're in or not. And we're always like sneaking down so you don't see that we're at home, so you guys would just leave. Now we've had to fit fucking blinds in our windows, so you just leave us alone. It's not cool. And some of you you're kicking the gate, trying to literally like break into the gate, trying to climb over. That's not, what the fuck, no. That's not cool. If you call yourself a fan, you'll respect me and my privacy, alright? In my own house. In my own fucking house, alright? Just be more fucking considerate, alright? Would you think of it like this? If I kept ringing on your doorbell, like literally 100 times, I'm pretty sure you get pissed off when you're trying to sleep and someone keeps ringing on your doorbell. The gate has a fucking loud ass bell, alright? Around the house, so you all can hear it. And when you keep repeatedly pressing that, waking us up, it's got to the point where I just don't like it. It's not cool. Just stop coming to my house, alright? This is final warning. Final warning.
And as I was bringing the packages in from outside, a grown-ass woman drove up with her son, asking if she knew if this was the street Jenna Marbles lived on. And so I said to her, I said, you can't be here. I said, this is not okay. And she said, I don't know. All of these parents nowadays are taking their kids to these YouTubers' houses. It's pretty crazy. And I said, yeah, you drove here. You were the crazy. Like, you were that. You were the problem here. I don't know why you're trying to act like you're on my team. I said, I think it's best if you leave. And she said, oh, well, we just parked because we're just going to go for a walk. And I said, no, you didn't. Like, you came to our house. So if you could please leave, that might be best. So she hops in her car and leaves with her poor fucking son, who has a mom that would do something like that, set that kind of example. I don't understand that. A grown person drives their kid to another person's house, invading all of their privacy. And now I'm like sitting here waiting for my fucking dinner and I don't want to go out front. And if I were in here, Jenna would have been fucking nice enough to say hi and give the kid a picture, which is totally fucked up. That she would even have to do something like that or even be put in that situation. Like, I'm glad I answered the door and I was out there and she wasn't. please don't come to our house. Just please don't do it. There are so many other ways that you can connect with us that are appropriate and not, I don't know, wrong, uncomfortable, setting a terrible example for your kid. So to that kid who looked up our address and told his mom to drive us here, I think you might be a little too young to understand why that's not okay. But I do apologize on behalf of your mom for showing you how to invade someone else's privacy. Because your mom's job is to be the one setting the example of how not to do stuff like that. I figured I would just record this video right now because I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm like sitting here, like sitting on all these packages, having that just happen. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I wanted to keep you guys posted on why I tweeted what I tweeted, which was don't come to our house, don't come to our house, don't come to our house, because don't come to our house. Like, please just find another way to connect. And understand that if you're a parent, like, it is so important that you like don't reinforce that behavior, because it's just unfair to make other people feel unsafe in their own house.